Hi, Dr. Sunil Gadhwal welcomes you once again in the online video lecture classes on the behalf of Government Engineering College, Banswara. Today we are going to discuss about water. As in previous classes we had discussed about water purification, some external and internal methods. But the question arises here is why we need to purify the water. So what are the sources of water, its classification, and why we need to purify the water. As we know that all the living organisms like human beings, plant, animal and other form of life need water to survive, and there is no alternative for water. Although water is plenty on earth, but 97.5% of total availability of the water is locked in the sea, and it's very slime, and we cannot use this water for drinking, industrial and agriculture purpose. Sources of water. The main sources of water are surface water, underground water, flowing water and sea water. So let's first take surface water. It includes flowing waters like stream, rivers, canal, and still water like lakes, ponds and reservoirs. Second is underground water. It's include water from well and springs, which is under the earth's surface. Then flowing water, it's include rainwater, river water and spring water, sea water. Around 97% or 97.5% of the total water locked in sea, and it's very slime and not useful for drinking and industrial or agriculture purpose. Sources of impurities in water. So in ideal condition, when in environment there is no polluted gases, suppose industries are not working, mega construction works are not going, then wars are not taking place, forest fire also not taking place, volcanic eruption are not there. So in such a conditions, we are assuming that the climate is very neat and clean, and during this period if rain is occurring, so that water is in the purest form of the water, and when it's come towards earth's surface, it will not dissolve harmful gases, which in generally it is dissolving due to the availability of polluted gases in environment, while on flowing on earth's surface, this rainwater come in contact with dead animals, plants, bacteria, virus and living other organism and get contaminated. Water also take impurities when it's come in contact with ground area or different minerals, soil or rocks. Impurities in water. Water, as we know, that a polar and universal solvent. It can act as a base or acid, which depend on the medium. When it come in contact with any soluble substance become contaminated. Impurities in water can be physically in physical states not as colloidal impurities. Chemical states may be dissolved gases or salts, or bacterial impurities may be microscopic microorganism, and all seawater has very high concentration of soluble NaCl, suspended salts and slit. The impurity contaminated in water can be classified as physical impurities in the form of colloidal impurities or chemical impurities. Then organic matters. So let first we take a physical impurity. The flowing water contains suspended particles of sand, slates, and mineral which come from the coralline lands. Smaller particles remain dispersed in the colloidal form, but the larger particles settle down on standing of the water for few hours. Chemical impurities or dissolved impurity in natural water has following two types of impurities like inorganic salts and gaseous impurities. So first with the inorganic salts, generally the inorganic salts dissolved in water are carbonates, bicarbonate, hydroxide, chloride, sulfate, nitrate of sodium, potassium, magnesium, manganese, calcium, iron, aluminium, zinc, copper, which are generally available in our country. Some of the time may other heavy metals also in the form of bicarbonate, carbonates, chloride, sulfate, and nitrates. Gaseous impurity, the oxides of nitrogen and sulfur, methane, H2S, CO2, and NH3 may be present in dissolved form. These gases are pollutant and generally present in the atmosphere and dissolved during the rainfall in water. The organic matter, large quantity of the domestic sewage and industrial wastes are thrown into the canals, rivers every day. These waste contain organic compounds and water get contaminated organic matter. Pathogenic or microorganisms. Various pathogenic microorganisms such as fungi, bacteria, virus also enter into water bodies through sewage and other waste. Their microorganisms are containing disease causing bacteria, virus, fungi, and also these are the basic things which in the presence of these water get contaminated. So in the next class we will discuss how the municipal corporation is purifying, keeping these things in mind to provide a safe consumption of water. Thank you.